Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm the Mass Master, and so I was scrolling down YouTube and I was searching for videos to react to until I found this. This is a video from Jaden Salads called Finding the Origins of the Cursed Images, Volume 3. And upon looking at those crazy images in the thumbnail, like, I definitely knew I had to react to this. That these cursed images even get found today is so crazy, and I just had to react to this. And I'd like to also know what kind of cursed image, in your opinion, is the most cursed image in the comments down below. So yeah, without further ado, let's just react to it and let's rate it.
In the last video where I talked about cursed images, I said that if it got 15,000 likes, then I would make another video on it. 7 months later, it's currently sitting at 22,000 likes, so here you go. If this video isn't satisfying enough and you want me to make another video on finding the origins of cursed, weird pictures, then let's shoot for 20,000 likes on this one. Also, if for some reason you
How
haven't
did
seen the
that
other 2 videos in this series, then I'd suggest you go and watch those before or after this video. Thank you. The first picture I'll be talking about is of a bunch of people dressed up as Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, this is literally cursed. Oh god.
Fan club gathering thing, then it would be pretty easy to find this event online. Unfortunately, there was little to no answers in regards to this picture's backstory. What I did come across was this little excerpt from some website in 2014.
The Apu Apocalypse? What?
Is here, and it started in Kazimierz Dolny, Poland, where hundreds of poo streamed out of the 100-acre wood in search of honey. This was my first lead. Apparently, this picture was taken in some Polish town, but once again, I found nothing. There was different posts on places like 9gag and Twitter that talked about some international Winnie the Pooh gathering that happens in Poland, but there's literally no other information I could find about it. This one Reddit post was asking about the image and even confirmed that the picture was taken in Kazimierz Dolny, Poland. You can see it in this Google Street View. It's the same place. At this point, I was starting to consider that the image might be fake.
Bro.
I mean, there was little to no information about the actual event, and something like this almost feels too silly and too good to be true. And if this occurrence were to have ever occurred, I would have definitely found some other alternative pictures and angles of this. The last thing I did was put this picture into photo forensics, which can pretty much detect when an image is altered by looking through its metadata and other smart stuff. Sure enough, any use of Winnie the Pooh in the cursed image was highlighted and outlined with purple, which leads me to believe that this is indeed fake. I couldn't find the madman who created and uploaded this picture, but they most likely took a bunch of different shots of themselves.
It kind of looks so real, wow.
And pretty nicely put it into the original photo of this Polish town. And another series I have, which is about finding the origins to liminal space images, I once found where this mouth room came from. That ended up being at a museum in Costa Rica, while this cursed image was taken in... Let's start from the beginning. We have this picture, which has some fancy people inside of a massive mouth. If you're into vor, then this may be your next dream vacation.
Oh god.
It turns out that this cursed image is from a stock photo website called Alamy. The title of this picture is Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands takes a look at the exhibition Corpus Journey Through the Human Body in the Netherlands. So, there you have it. The lady in this is the former Queen of the Netherlands, and she was at this museum back in March of 2008. Thankfully, as far as I know, this exhibit of the museum is still around, and it looks pretty cool. The museum is called Corpus, and is located in Netherlands.
Well, at least you tried.
This image may be wholesome.
Oh, what is this?
My Little Pony hobby, but regardless of what you say, it's still pretty cursed. I tried putting this picture into the 10i picture search, and it gave me some results from a DeviantArt page back in 2013. Unfortunately, whenever clicking on these links, the pages are no longer available. I even tried
ain't a hobby.
to the Wayback Machine, but got no luck there. So what I ended up doing was highlighting a part of the file name that I found from 10i, and then putting that into Google. When searching that, I was somehow met with the Forsaken DeviantArt page that I couldn't access.
Since many ask for a size comparison of different models,
Yeah, I can imagine why. Like,
I am with
oh wait, I know that voice, first of all, and second of all, I can imagine why this got deleted. Like, seriously, this is not a hobby, this is craziness. It's more crazy that this person even like openly output this online. Like, I would never do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe those ponies and with him in the picture, but what is that? Why would you do that to yourself? No.
them in the picture. Derpy is holding a DVD. I even dragged Clay Pinky onto the picture. I'm not that proud of her. I would make so many things different now if I did her again, but oh well.
It just goes back to some
I mean, they look okay. They look good. This does not look good. What have you done to yourself, man?
Ray showing off his My Little Pony collection, and props to him because they don't look bad. They
Yeah.
look pretty well crafted. It's just that the mask looks pretty uncanny. I'm not a fan of the mask.
Yeah.
The next picture is of a person walking up a staircase made of sliced
Oh,
bread.
what the hell?
Thankfully, the origins to this weren't insanely hard to find. If you look closely in the bottom right of this
Meat
useless
wreck.
empty picture, you'll see text that reads Meat Wreck. I then looked into Meat Wreck and came across this article written by Vice. These bewildering but beautiful photos boggle the mind. The article is pretty much about this artistic duo called Studio Meat Wreck. They specialized in creating some pretty
Oh.
surreal, humorous, and experimental photography.
Huh.
Naturally human, the team is unafraid to use their own bodies, which may peak flesh with veins and hair, to forward the style of the Meat Wreck project. It is within the space of boldness and decisive editing that lies the sweet spot where Studio Meat Wreck can play out its oddball fantasies, aestheticizing the contradictory, making everyday life unusual, and delivering their own artistic voice. Meat Wreck has a lot of other pictures that can definitely be classified as cursed, but the bread stairs may be their magnum opus. Sadly, it seems like Studio Meat Wreck is now a thing of the past, as their Instagram has been inactive since March of 2019, and their website
that's
is no
sad.
longer available.
I mean, these pictures do look cool, kinda.
For the next cursed picture, we have this legend. When researching this
Yeah,
image,
like,
I didn't come across
how?
anything
How?
until I found a guy doing the exact same thing in the exact same kitchen. Either there's a content house full of dudes doing this, or there's something much more sinister going on.
Yeah.
Something like an upside down house in the middle of Russia. That's exactly what this is. There's different pictures taken of the kitchen scene in the cursed
Okay,
images.
that makes sense
Sadly,
then.
my idea of a content house full of dudes doing this is not reality. If you care to visit this place in the future, then make a trip to the Upside Down House in Kabardinka, Russia. I will say that I don't know if it's actually still around in 2024, as the last review I saw dates back to August of 2022. So that's a whole 2 years that something could happen. Maybe this place blew
Yeah.
up, who knows. Along with this, you should also note that the reviews on this page are pretty negative. You have people calling the
Why
place
though?
overpriced, nasty, feelings of rocking around, not very conveniently located, and even uninteresting. In Russia,
mean-
as some sort of whack.
I mean, flip down houses are like flip down houses. What are you supposed to expect from those? Seriously. Like, price can be debated on, but what are you expecting from this?
Wacky attraction. I stumbled onto this TripAdvisor page for one of these houses in Moscow, and the reviews are much kinder than the first one I just talked about. So
Yeah.
maybe take a detour from the one in Kabardinka and go to the Upside Down House in Moscow, Russia. It seems like a better time. This next entry is one of my favorite cursed images of all time. I tried covering this one in the last video I made, but for some reason I fumbled the bag and couldn't find its backstory. Luckily, here I am, and you're about to learn. This photo is commonly known as Dad's Giving, or according to Know Your Meme, that's what it's called. I give all my credit for this part of the video to Know Your Meme. Shout out to them. They're cool guys. The photographer behind this legendary picture is Chris Maggio. Similar to Studio Meat Wreck, Chris is very talented at creating very experimental, avant-garde,
What the
and
hell?
boundary-pushing art. I also didn't know this, but this guy actually took the picture for this 100 Gex album cover. I just thought that was pretty cool and had to mention that. Going back to Dad's Giving, here's some other pictures taken from this legendary photo shoot.
Ew. Okay.
This one is my second favorite. A lot of other popular cursed images. I found an old Vice article from December
What
of
the hell was
2015
that? Wait.
featuring some of Chris's best and recognized images. I found an
Wait.
Turns out, Chris is actually behind a lot of other popular cursed.
What happened to Santa? Like, what happened to him? Did his funding get cut or what? Oh man, poor Santa.
cursed images. I found an old Vice article from December of 2013, and it features some of Chris's best and recognizable work. You have the dudes eating food on the floor with the guy in the
What
window,
the
the Shiva
hell?
wreath, and the list goes on and on and on. Chris is still around and still uploads some peculiar imagery to his Instagram, so that's there if you'd like to check it out. We have to pay respects to a cursed images legend. The last picture I'll be covering is this one right here. Originally uploaded to BuzzFeed in the early months of 2011, this article featured a variety of pictures of this guy and his ladies.
Bro, what the fuck?
Honey Bear, she likes to read books sometime. I think she is a bookworm.
Oh god, this just made me remember that one picture of that guy with the Sally Acorn puppet. God, there was a rumor that the Sally Acorn puppet was made out of human bones or something like that. But of course, that was just a hoax. But still, you know, why? Why would you even try to build these? Because of the BuzzFeed article that pretty much outed this random dude's fetish for stuffed dolls, it briefly blew up on the internet that year. It spreaded to random forum boards where people would feel sympathy for the lonely guy, or just be amazed that this actually exists. I did find the origins of these pictures, as when you click the link at the bottom of the BuzzFeed article, it takes you to a now defunct Flickr page that's called Honey Bear Doll. My theory is that this guy was just uploading the now infamous pictures to his Flickr account with no intent of a bunch of people finding out, and then quickly privating everything when it eventually blew up. I did try putting the page into the Wayback Machine, just to see what it looked like back then when the pictures were still on the page, but that did not work out. The main thing I have to say for this one is that there were apparently some stop-motion animations of the dolls doing various activities like skateboarding and even riding bikes. Unfortunately, these videos are now privated or deleted, like I don't know where they would be, so it's lost media. This guy's collection was pretty big, and I'm just left wondering what he's up to in 2024, and if the dolls are still around. If this guy's happening to watch the video, I hope you're doing good, dude. This is cool. Thank you for sticking around until the end of the video, and thank you to Aura for sponsoring it. As always, thank you to everybody. Yeah. In my opinion, I think these dolls definitely are first place cursed. One of the most cursed images out there. There are definitely way more cursed images out there, but still, like for now, I think this is the most one out of them all. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely the cursed puppets, first one, and this takes a second cake. Yeah, but that would be it for now, guys. I think I'm gonna end this one here. If you like this one, of course, give it a like, and as well subscribe and click on the notification bell to get informed about my newest videos. And yeah, see you in the next video then. Bye bye.